So, the cards today, I'm asking to bring forth the energies of this current time. I'm recording this for April 12th and asking what the planetary lineup in on April 12th is going to bring for us. Because we see three planets at the beginning of Aries. We have Mars, who is at home, who is domiciled in Aries. Mars, the planet of war, the planet of driving things forwards, of ambition and instinct and impulse, at 2 degrees. And we also have Neptune, a watery, misty planet around dreams and possibly illusions, coming in at 2 degrees, around 2 degrees also. And then we have Saturn at 6 degrees in Aries, creating this stellarium, multiple planets in this sign of Aries, giving structure and authority, sometimes some life lessons and obstacles to overcome, perhaps, and also some discipline. So where does this leave us? And I'm asking the cards to comment on this now. And our first card is definitely recognizing we have new things ahead. We need to put to bed anything that's no longer serving our highest good. The Ten of Swords here, a heaviness and oppression that has been feeling very heavy in recent days, months, years. Time to put it to bed. This is an ending. You might see this as a very destructive card, and we have the destruction of Mars in Aries at this time. Huge amounts of fire energy saying it's the end, no more, surrender. And yet this person here with the Hierophant hand gesture saying, this is not all there is. This is not all there is. Hear those words. Let that go and let the new day dawn. And this is kind of what all this fire, all this concentration of energy in Aries at this very tiny degree, right at the beginning of Aries, is feeling like. It feels like the dawning of a whole new era. And let this be, first of all, a whole new dawning of a new era within yourself. How are you going to show up differently from now on? And the Aries impulse is giving you that. Neptune is giving you the vision and the chance to see things from a different realm, I guess. It's a whole new way of doing it, working with your imagination to create this outcome. And yes, that can create fog and it can create disillusionment. And yet with so much fire, with so much Aries energy, we see a lot of energy for change, a lot of driving something forwards. So let's see what other cards. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's saying here with the Nine of Pentacles, it's a gorgeous card, a sumptuous card of self-worth, of financial gain and stability. There is a lot of beauty in this card, and yet there is a huge amount of discipline and self-discipline. This woman has not necessarily just been handed what she has on a silver spoon. This woman has worked. We see here the grapes have been trained, they've been honed, they've been pruned, they've been cared for, they've been propagated, all of these things to bring them to fruition, watered and nurtured day after day after day. And it can take years for these vines to come to fruition and to perfect that crop. This is the kind of self-discipline the woman has gone through. It might have taken her years to get to where she is now. And we also see the clue with our bird of prey on her hand. She has maintained a single focus throughout. She knows what she wants and she's going to get it. And I think that this is a really helpful card at this time. It's saying that through the mists and confusion that Neptune can bring, stay focused. Dare to dream. Allow Neptune the gift of your dreams, of your imagination, of spirituality, of raising your sense of self. Allow that and stay very focused on that. Don't allow it to get lost into the mists of time as time goes by. Our Nine of Pentacles is here to say it does take time for things to materialize in this outside world. Give it that time. Stay very focused. Put your resources, time, effort, care into something and just watch and wait until it comes to fruition. So yes, interesting cards. We do sense there is this beginning of a new chapter, and to begin a new chapter must come endings. And the endings are clear here in our Ten of Swords. And for this is a way of thinking. The swords is the mental suit. So where can you get your thoughts in order and start to focus on the things that really count, that feel good for you, that will bring you more prosperity, more success? Just see if you've got one more. Quite tea. So an interesting card that has come through for our final card here in our 12th of April card pull, looking at the planets and all of these stars aligning in Aries. And for me, although this card can look very heavy and heartbreaky, there's no blood. And what I'm starting to recognize with the Three of Swords energy is more of I would call it a Joe Dispenza moment. It's where we recognize that we can bring our hearts and minds into coherence through meditation, through stillness, through awareness and conscious awareness. We can find ourselves without a body, without a mind, in that space of nothingness, of no one, of being nobody, a stillness and a peace. And from this space, we can call forth our imagination and bring in our dreams. So a really interesting card I find here with the Three of Swords coming in today, just reminding us that some thoughts patterns need to be put to bed, those that are just not helping us, and ending. Aries energy saying, stop, empower yourself. This is not all there is. And moving on to the three, a number about creative life force. What are you going to do with it? And as I said, Joe Dispenza would say, what could happen? What could you create if you brought your heart and mind together into a resonance, into coherence, into peace and expansion? A big Neptunian feeling to this, I see. Maybe this is a Neptune fog around our Three of Swords. If you're enjoying the cards, I do ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference, and a great big shout out to those of you who've already done so. And so what I'd like to do now is take you into a short meditation with the cards. So close your eyes if you're willing and able. What is it within you? What thoughts need to be stopped in their tracks? Where can you clear your mind of everything at this time? Where can you surrender? Let it all go, and recognizing that today is marking the beginning of a whole new era. And there is a lot of energy for forward momentum, for impulse, for inspiration, and for change. And our Ten of Swords is seeing the sun rising on a new day. Where can you mark today as a new beginning for yourself, a whole new way of being? And the thoughts that are detrimental to you are stopped in their tracks, as I said, no more. Our Nine of Pentacles energy, a successful woman who has not necessarily had overnight success. This woman looks like she's built herself through habits, through rituals, through a constant attention and constant care to herself and those around her and her world around her. She has cultivated a state of mind and a state of being that's now reflected on her outside world. She has maintained a determined focus of attention on what's truly important to her, and she's now seen it all come into fruition. And perhaps this is you at this time, or maybe this is the card telling you what you need to be doing at this time is setting your attention, setting your focus on what could be coming in for you. What do you want to pour your time, energy, and resources into? What is going to really help lift you out of your current reality? And the Three of Swords energy, it may be painful and it may be a sign here for you to put your heart and mind together. Relax into meditation. Take yourself to a place where you can become nobody, nothing, experience that timelessness, enter into that state. And as you drift into that nothingness, can you dream? Can you bring forth that vision of how you'd like to be living your life, of what would be coloring your life when it comes in? Feel into that from that space. Use your creative power, your life force, to draw in this new world for you. You have Neptune here to help you dream. You have Mars in Aries helping you to drive this forwards. And there's Saturn there with self-discipline and the drive and determination to keep this going for the long term, bringing about a whole new chapter in your life, and one that's looking very successful if you can maintain this care, this self-care, and show up living, eating, breathing this new version of yourself. Feel into the radiance of this. Feel the uplift. And in your own time, come back to the room and open your eyes. So with the planets stacking up, a big Aries life force push at this time, the cards are saying, stop yourself from thinking thoughts that are heavy. Focus in, know what it is that you're willing to put your time, your effort, your resources into, and start self-care. Start living, eating, breathing that uplifted, radiant version of yourself. And perhaps it's time to start bringing your heart and mind into a beautiful, coherent resonance. Allow them to merge together. Let go of your sense of self. Dissolve yourself in this Neptune energy. Bathe in the firmament, if you like. Bathe in the potential, the field. And from that space of being nobody and nothing and merging with the cosmos, bring forth what it is you would like to create in your life. Have a wonderful day.